to play around, potentially anchor towards the back of the sides, and shots going wild. Texas just rolling retreat all the way back, claiming multiple lives while he's at it, and leaves it just down to Kesnit and popping towards the back. Aspas gearing up. Cerebral player in terms of the way he wants to take these fights, and he's doubled up alongside Mazzino. It's an easy one for him. Popping now left into an impossible spot. Just with that Sheriff looking to see if he can get his way back out, but just caught on the tail end of things here. MIBR off to a strong beginning. Gives him access towards it. Deep push and punished! Yeah, going toe-to-toe against the final boss. What you come to expect here. Verno as well. Quick cleanup over towards mid. Inspire no longer a threat over towards it now. Extra's turn to try and take a fight with the flash, but anti-position played. Big dart in as well. These players are finding it difficult to get through because it's all on board here. MB take a fight forwards. Full aggro and aggression on the same page. Dash proactive here from Aspas. Going to be that dart towards his back. Clone forwards as well to absorb up most of that trip and chewing them up still into the cages. It's blind firing from MIBR, and they're going to see if they can wiggle their way out of this ones. Cloudburst on Cloudburst! No way! No. Aspas to playground on the site for a player like him, and he is not done yet. Could play for just the threat of that Soverot. You've got to get a bit of a move on if you're MIBR moving forwards now, but he's going to use it proactively as that retake starts to come online. Yeah, Popper's just going to be sending it. Good damage. Clears the way, and this is a backstab approaching. Inspire, sneaky business. All the way behind them, just spotted out at the final few moments. Tapping away, and there it is, anticipating that re-peek. Aspas going to be looking to get away with this operator in his hands, but he's being chased. Grouped up.
They haven't got plant down.
No, not yet. There's pressure mounting all over the place here. That's spike drop down. Verno's just weaving in and out, using the cover of their own pit just to be a menace here. Play the rest of the team in. Tex lights them up. 2 kills for him. And all that pressure. Envy still no plant down. 2 players. Rossi and Inspire wondering, what can they do in a spot like this? There is that flank pressure.
Aspas has been watching it. Aspas has been watching it for the last 15 seconds.
The whole time, but he's just turning away. And that is timing. There's 2 players at the backs here. This is a massive play. Ready and waiting. Rossi activates, but Aspas right there to return that fire.
Can Inspire make use of this opportunity?
Nice popped off. This is going to be fast now. Just attempting to punish Aspas in your face. Not much you can do in a spot like that. 5-2. Nerve just spots it. Glimpse of a body, and the shoulder's all he needs. Aspas gearing up for that one. Another fight to be taken up. Drafting away. What is that movement?
It's so
God
good.
Damn. Just out of there. Able to be caught, and well, it's a bullet to the chest there. Texas happy to clean up the rest of it though, so an instantaneous trade, and the ult barely not able to get out there. Rossi happy to take that fight again as an individual. 2v3. Ooh. Good shots. Lighting them up. Best chance in a long while for Envy. Deciding how they want to take the rest of this.
I know, a little worried about getting into that smoke.
Up the ropes. What is occurring here? Down to the 1v1. Rossi versus Zekken.
Smoke v smoke.
Repositioning. Stars available for Zekken to work with. Ult on top of it as well if he really wanted to make the play happen, but just the star consumed. Drops down, forcing the issue. Jumping around. You would have heard that Rossi has jumped down here, but yeah, time running too short. What a round by Rossi. I think just the drone tags. The ISO might follow up, but Mazzino. So no command popped off here. That means no utility, no ultimates can be used to try and bail them all the way out. Damage done. Drop down though to the floor. Mazzino is going to be given up for the cause. Aspas going to be playing his life, trying to regroup with the rest of his team.
Oh, Kesnit got a knock, but he didn't get the ult orb because Mazzino's still technically alive.
Right. As Mazzino falls, so that's it. That's an ult online, which he can now use immediately at that. So that's Heaven cleared. Poppin taking the space off of it. 1v1 to be taken. Kesnit can't win it out. It's Zekken and Verno winning their individual ones towards it, and it leaves it in the hands of Rossi. But too much to deal with. Overwhelmed from every angle. Look to take this one. Thoroughly spotting out 2 players out towards it as the drift fades away. Oh my God, Mazzino. Just on it, man. Rest of the players also falling shortly afterwards. Rossi towards Heaven has got to get something done, but again, these fights are just awkward in terms of the manner that they're taking them. Mazzino is the one to steal the show in a round like this. Inspire.
Final boss.
It's going to be suppression across the board here with a shot dance. A fight taken. Envy fighting time for about a moment. A few seconds off, but now maybe potentially overextending when Verno is left to punish. It's damage done. You got 2 for the troubles. Poppin trying to go for that orb as well, but he's going to be sandwich squeezed now. Tex approaching alongside Zekken. Cautiously at that, looking for the clearance, but yeah, shot from behind. It's Rossi willing to help out.
They don't know where Poppin is.
No.
So Zekken still has to clear all of these angles, and a high-low looks nice.
Really does, yeah, they're going to be ready for this fight to be taken. Envy, pistol round win.
3 seconds left.
Not too sure.
Oh, it's just expired.
Just expired as they go for the hit. Perfect timing at it. Tries to dominate again that choke point angle. Fights taken. Rossi, significant damage. Kills found. Is laving it into a 3v3. Deep push by Aspas, a bit unorthodox from a player like him. He's alone going at it, but he does have that dash to see if he can get out, but still eager to lay claim to their lives. Play for this one, dart towards the back, and Kesnit's just going to try and stay alive. Tags potentially there. Shield up, Kesnit just trying to square up. Will find it. Can't get the second, but Inspire! More than ready. Plays it off perfectly, and Extra Bucky. Verno shuts it down still. Spam onto the angles. We know what's up. Inspire is on one in a round like this. Spike was dropped down. Poppin actually trying to find his place as well onto the map. This is Zekken surrounded.
30 seconds left.
1v3 right from behind. It's clinical stuff upon MIBR. Gonna need to see if they can really deliver something here, but Kesnit just overloads it again. Another ultimate denying that plan. No one's got onto this one. Envy start to flood their way in. They've already won the road. They got the plant down in the middle of all of that somehow. Towards the back, Mazzino! No way! 4 kills, 1 more for the ace. Inspire gradually moving towards him. Inspire though creates the opportunity and now brings it into that 1v1. Snatch it back. Should have been an impossibility. Guessing as to where Zekken could be. The pull by Zekken, a bit of time, and the turn is a half clearance onto the corner. Thrifty win for MIBR.
Find those timings past the defensive drones has been great.
There's no command. It's going to be Mazzino who leads the charge there. He's going to be dropped down to his knees. Potential for the resurrect as well. Updraft and a dash. Aspas is getting involved and getting in there still. Good movement, yeah. Rossi making it nice and awkward and Poppin holding down the choke point. 2 players removed. The near side is perfect. And Envy, blink of an eye. Bit of spam onto the corner. Dart. Dangerous. Tricky spotted situation, especially with that one. The suppression and the vulnerable is a flood retake attempt already going in. Spike's not even down in a spot like this, but bide your time. Roll it back a little bit. Getting themselves an extension into the round here. Now a fight to be taken forward. They hear all this noise. Kesnit potentially just looking to see if he can lock this one up. Mazzino's found Rossi. Onto the flank. That was one possibility. Aspas and Mazzino. Heavy stack of Envy. This is all in, a bit of a gamble at that. Crouched up, Mazzino's ready. Traders there in sight, and even though it's popped off, Vulnerable still through. MIBR sidestepping, dancing around our Hunter's Fury. And just like that, Poppin left reeling, wondering how the hell do I win this? Position's already accounted for. Knife out. See you later. Good night. 13-7 for our opening map in this one. MIBR showing up. Knife against the back, but now you see it double dash forwards as well. Good clearance towards a level of it. Extra announces himself, taking down the final boss. Flash and a refight called for. Envy are just eager to get stuck into the mud with this one. And it could get muddy at that. The blind on his side is picture perfect again. That sees connects. Tex gets 3. The double swing towards the end. There's a tempering, controlling of the pace that we were talking about. MIBR do it again, but they leave it into a 1v2 for Inspire. Double walking, he's holding the angle, anticipating! It all to come to him. Reposition, smoke up. Poppin's here, forwards, Aspas. Win that fight out now.
It's a serious risk.
Forwards to dart over towards the top. Rossi is an off angle of his own, but the reveal, so position spoiled. Anger smoke placed. Wants to try and split up a bit of this side in this map. Is going to be TPing backwards and away, over fighting. MIBR looking for this one. Verno front tip tapping, dancing around them. Saturate, he does not care. Next up, forwards again, controlling the spray towards it. No bonus conversion here for Envy.
Gauge into Poppin's position. But
from mid, Tex is just open towards that. Kesnit taking a peek anyway. He knows that there's a second player. Tex now going to be squeezed. Oh my goodness. Kesnit, it's relentless. Just wants to keep going for a little bit more. Aspas, though, is a player that you do not want to take lightly. Well, not damage done. Rossi's weak. Poppin only has a judge.
Or maybe
Potentially, no, he's seen them. Saturate though. There's a connection into the judge, and he's just off center with it. Difficult one because they've already taken the timing, wrapping around Rossi. Doesn't want to reload this one. He's low enough as it is. Players though spotting him out. MIBR well trained onto the angles, finding the right timings for it. Inspire's revealed his positioning. And now he's got a tough challenge ahead. 1v2. Mazzino. So fight taken. Aspas doesn't swing off the back of this one. A tap again. Aspas landing it. Remains up, will be falling now just because of that suppression emanating out. Poppin, willing to help him out, doubled up, potential for the lineup, but Aspas! The res online, pulls it back, he's out into the open, needs a follow-up, and the flank is caught. It's explosive when necessary. Egster in a 1v3 now. MIBR still holding it, watching for the repeat, wondering where he could be. Play's still not crossed up. Eight at your feet. Hot as anything. Mazzino is already on the perfect line. Egster has to use that dimensional drift to get out, but Inspire is still locked forwards into his angle. Pings out though where the players are. Potential for the fight to be taken again, but still not favored. MIBR happy to whittle away the opposition. Cautiously at that, and now with the pit in play. Does give an opportunity for the MV players to get in. Drop down from both of them. Kesnet's forwards again. Now you're going to see it in hand with a shorty. Was hoping for an easy kill, but everybody in position. Rossi though, reposition is perfect. TP up towards the top. It's their own turn to see if they can get a bit of chaos going, but Verno locking it down. And the pit's still in play means that the decay is going to be kicking in. Damage done, he's found a pocket to potentially renew himself, hide from the drone. There's still chances for Rossi, but chance fades away at that. This is MIBR. Flash is primed. Egster's ready for it alongside a Haunt. Whole lot of pressure, whole lot of presence. MV trying to go for this one here. Egster does manage it, at least with it, but the shots are whiffy. There needs to be some backup and follow-up through. MIBR find their way through. In the end, there's a smoke to cut it up, and still with the rifles, they all just topple, cutting them down. Even when it feels like there's a chance, potential for MV to get something going, MIBR always find a way back in. Tags, this is a bait and switch. They think it's just going to be Tex hiding into the corner. They want to take a chance to jump onto all of this one, but again, yeah, like I said, bait and switch. You don't expect there to be three players around the corner. Rossi trying to desperately apply that pressure, put down the smoke to see if he can delay and stall. There's going to be a drone at his back. Tag potential, conversion pass, locking it down, slowing them to a crawl. MV and Egster forced to respect it. Has to get the hell out of there. Rossi looking to see if he can contain a chance to take a fight. Dink through the wall, stepping up. And they're just taking turns with these fights. There's a lot of damage done. No clear kill, but there still could be a light at the end of the tunnel. Vulnerable into the corner. They've got coverage everywhere.
The team play is just so beautiful. Egster's left in a 1v3.
It's unreal. Egster making a go of it. Again, that damage done. Zekken finished off, snappy towards his head. Egster now brings it into that 1v2, but Verno going to be trying to play his life. A lot of bullets raining down, a lot of shock darts at his feet. 55 dart. Bled out, they know he's not on it. Making him stew, making him question exactly where it's all going wrong.
Conditions, and meanwhile, Zekken's giggling to himself with the rest of his team.
Yeah, he's with the rest of them. Flash re-clear. Spire's got himself a kill in the form of Tex dropping. Hold on, this is the best chance in a long, long while. Convergent pass. Hinders and slows. Dimensional drift as well to clear one avenue of it. A lot of ultimates to use. MV putting them to work for the final round of this half. Verno. No, not like this. Can't be doing it to him.
This has to be the round for Envy.
Taking up a position into Link. Comes down to this 1v1, a 1v4. Verno. Oh, it's just filth, man. It's just filth. They could be meeting potentially their match though in the form Zekken. That's a paranoia ripped off frenzy, running, gunning. Verno is going to be ISO'd into this spot. Egster, okay, just essentially solo pushing, but with the reveal inside that smoke. Zekken trying to reposition, but he's missed the timing. Rossi is doing a number on him. Cleaned up by Mazzino, but the damage done to him. 10 HP, not a lot to play with. Sharpshooting is going to have to be ordered up. And not enough health to play with in a spot like that. Envy needed a round like this. 2v1 Tex. Can't be doing it to him again. Can't be dashing away their hopes. Corner angle, Inspire. Just trying to play off center. His job is just to hold down elbow control. He's going to be tested again. Short in form in terms of that util. It's just a dry peek and dry swing. Exeter wants to have a go of things underhand with that flash again. Rifles, though, working out. 1 for 1. Paranoia, next level of it, nearsighted. Rossi chooses to commit. Rossi did get the one. Texto dominating. 4 kills, 8 bullets. Clearance into the corner. Kesnet denies. Kesnet comes alive. Forwards again. Good chance for him. 1v1. High priority from MV. They just want to make sure that they have that link control. Paranoia sweeps, drop down from Tex. He's into the corner. Verno looking for that 1v1. Got to know that. Yeah, it's just there. Betrayed by the barrel that was poking out to the corner. This retake still has some legs towards it. Time is ticking. Inspire left alone. Shot missed. Going wide. Needs to kill the planter. Needs it now. And it all goes wrong here for MIBR. Rossi's going to be TPing all the way deep into behind enemy lines into the spawn, sowing a bit of chaos, trying to take these fights. There are smokes on smokes. Verno really isolated with movement like that. How is he living? Just beams Rossi down. Can only do so much though from a spot like that. He buys time. Crucial seconds.
Zekken's not playing for the better weapon.
Paranoia. It's a connection, at least onto the one. Aspas onto the flank, just offset with the movement. Kesnet wins that out. Critical 1v1 and now can just dominate that main position. Envy up to 8. Especially with that Prowler unnoticed. Aspas push back up. Doesn't have that refract popped off, but a light speed gets out of there just off that initial pick. Zekken also with a reposition. Shots are fired off. Zekken holding it down towards elbow. Absorbs most of that aggression. TP is going to be heard there. Hunter's Fury into the corner. Good tags, good connections. Rossi is left to his devices, left to do it all. Dash into your face, Kesnet. Eager to draw out a bit of this blood here. Swinging out wide, Sheriff's with it. Barely anything to work with. Convergent parts. Aspas is trying to push this one. Operator in hand. Rest of his team to lead it. Flashed, blinded, sees is good. Trying to really swing out. Claim a couple of these kills. Brings it to a 2v2. Weapons are dropped down onto the ground, but they don't want to go for it. Envy, they're looking to fight this one potentially forwards. They don't have the guns. It's being held. MIBR, too predictable. They know exactly what Envy's game plan is. Waves forwards, util ripped away. Tex is going walkabout off onto the flank. Exeter trying to watch for this one, but again, the aim and just all that alongside it. Tex is a little bit too composed in this moment. But MIBR trying to close up that net. Kills for Envy though. Start coming alive and really activating. Picking up the extra weaponry. Get a bit more control into a round like this. Aspas with a quick reposition. Being assailed from multiple directions. Needs some bailout from Zekken, but Zekken is no more. Aspas, he can round with that position, but the swing and the trade is perfect on the timing. Rossi keeps his team in it. Play was called for here, and this is going to be, again, pulling these MIBR players out and around, but with Rossi cleaned up so early. Envy going to be trying to rush into this one, but it might be to their own demise. Tex playing around it, adjust the aim, sharp. Locks on to the cranium. And now he's looking for a little bit more with support for the rest of the team. It crumbles at the finish line. Kesnet left to do it for them. Needs to be sublime, needs to be unreal, near sight in. Everything being cut away from him, many senses, but he has to rely onto the aim. Saturate is good, and Aspas a little bit better. MIBR, they take it 13-11, heavily tested. Heavily bruised, but they do find it cleanly enough towards the end. 2-0.